welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be listing my top 10 all-time favourite movies. Now I know what you're thinking, there are a lot of movies out in this world, so it was kind of hard to kind of rank from 10 to 1 my top 10 favourite movies. So I'll be doing pretty much from 1 being my, like, I don't like the movie at all, like least favourite, and number 1 at the bottom of the list being my absolute favourite. And I'll be also sharing a little bit about the movie, not giving away the main story of the movie. So enough of me rambling on. Let's just get into this video, shall we? So first up in number 10 spot, we have the first Lego movie. Now I know what you're thinking, why would I put it in my top, like in the number 10 spot? The reason behind that is because there are some concepts in that movie that I just didn't like, and it was just a really bad movie that was made. So that's pretty much it for number 10. Number 9, we have The Hobbit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Again, I reckon I know what you're thinking. Why is The Hobbit in number 9 spot? Well, the reason behind that is because it's just, like, it's an alright movie. I know there are a few Hobbit movies. Like, it's alright to some people, but to me, it's just not really my thing. So, I'm sorry if I offend so many of you Hobbit fans out there. Now, next up in number 8, I have Twilight. Like, some of the Twilight movies are just not really my thing, again. I find them boring. That's just my opinion. Other people may not, like, don't have to agree, but to me, I just find them not my thing, and yeah. Number 7, I have Boss Baby. Now, I watched this movie, I think it was like 2 years ago, when I was at a Riverbend camp. It was one of the activities that we got to choose, and I chose the movie, not even realising that I was watching Boss Baby. I'd never watched it before, but I was just so bored, and I just did not like it at all. It was just terribly, terribly done. Now, in number 6, I have The Breakfast Club. Now, back in grade 10, I am now currently 22 years old, but back in grade 10, I was like 16 at the time. Yeah, like, oh no, I think it was like 15 turning 16. But we was forced to watch The Breakfast Club. To me, it was an alright movie, but it was just, yeah, it was a little bit different than what I'm normally watching these days. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because it took me a while to come up with my top 5. But in number 5, we have another movie, obviously. Well, obviously, because it's my top 10 favourite movies. But this movie was found on Netflix that I found a couple of years ago. I watched it for the first time, and it was just beautiful. It is called Kiss and Cry. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to share what happens in the movie, because if you want to go watch it, go jump on Netflix if you have a Netflix account, and you can watch it. But it is just so powerful, and I love it. Because I love those sort of, like, it's a lovey-dovey romantic type movie, but there's other elements in the movie that I'm not going to spoil for people who actually do want to go watch it. Now, in number 4, I have Soul Surfer. Now, I watched this movie, I think I was back in grade 8, I think, because we had to watch it for, I think, health class back in grade 8, and I found it absolutely beautiful. Again, I read the book a while ago. I've still got the book somewhere. I don't know exactly where I've actually put the book, but I read the book, and it was just like, wow. Because if you do actually know Bethany Hamilton, the movie is actually based on her and her life, but it's just played by a different actor. or actress if you want to say it. Now, finally, my number 3 spot, I have Mamma Mia. The reason behind this, I've put it in number 3 spot, is because I love music, I love ABBA, I love all that sort of positivity, all that stuff. Now, I know there are two Mamma Mia movies. It was kind of hard to list them both, so I'd probably say that the first Mamma Mia movie and the second one rank in my number 3 spot, because it was hard to just put them both like in different spots or just use one and not the other. So in my number 2 spot, this movie came out last year or the year before, I can't remember. I think it was last year. It was only pretty recent, but it is called Overcomer. Now, the reason behind this, it is a Christian movie, and I love all those sort of movies, like Christian movies, all that sort of stuff, because I am a Christian and I love those type of movies. So that's why it is in number 2 spot. And finally, in my number 1 spot, my all-time favorite movie would have to be Breakthrough. Now, I know some of you guys already know about the movie, that I'm pretty sure it did come out last year as well, so I'll be sure to look it up and let you guys know. Well, that's pretty much it for my top 10 favourite movies. My question of the week is, what is your favourite movie and why? Be sure to comment that in the comments box down below, because it really helps. Thank you guys so much for watching my video this week. If you have actually made it to the video without having to click over to another video because this one was too long or too boring or whatever, make sure you give it a like and subscribe, turn your post notifications on, all that sort of stuff. And make sure you comment in the comments box, I made it, because it really helps, and that way I know that some of you guys actually made it to the end of the video without clicking off. So I'll catch you guys next time in my next video, obviously. And don't forget, you are a limited edition.